As Josh Duggar faces extended prison time, Anna Duggar remains the steadfast heart of the Duggar household. In a world where public scrutiny can shatter the most fortified of reputations, where loyalty is often tested by the weight of scandal, one woman's quiet resilience continues to speak volumes. Anna Duggar, wife, mother, and unwavering presence, remains the steady heartbeat of the Duggar household, even as her husband, Josh Duggar, faces a prolonged period behind bars. Years have passed since the courtroom delivered its verdict, sealing Josh's fate and casting a long shadow over the family name once synonymous with conservative Christian values and reality television stardom. Yet, while much of the public moved on, cataloging the Duggar downfall as just another cautionary tale of fame gone wrong, Anna stayed, not out of denial, not because she was forced, but because, in her words and actions, commitment meant weathering even the darkest storms. Anna's rare but poignant prison visits speak not only of spousal duty, but of a connection deeply complicated by pain, faith, and memory. Those close to her described these visits not as acts of blind loyalty, but rather as quiet, deliberate steps toward closure, healing, or understanding, however distant those destinations might still be. These meetings, often short and highly regulated, occur behind thick glass and heavy rules. There are no dramatic reunions, just small, controlled interactions between two people whose lives were once tightly bound, now separated by bars and consequence. But if Josh's world has shrunk to a series of concrete walls and institutional routines, Anna's world has, in some ways, expanded, not in luxury or recognition, but in purpose. She is now solely responsible for the day-to-day emotional and practical care of their 7 children. Morning breakfasts, homeschool lessons, doctor appointments, nighttime prayers, all of it falls on her shoulders, and remarkably, she's managed it without allowing bitterness or despair to consume the space her children need for hope and normalcy. The emotional complexity Anna carries is evident to those who know her best. She has not issued public statements defending or condemning her husband. She has not lashed out at media critics, nor has she attempted to rewrite the story that rocked her family. Instead, she has chosen a quieter path, not silence born of suppression, but discretion chosen for survival. For Anna, protecting her children from further trauma has remained the priority, even as she herself continues to process the grief of a shattered reality. Anna's faith, a core pillar of her identity since childhood, has taken on a more private, introspective role in her life. Once a part of the Duggar family's televised religious activities and public declarations of belief, she now seeks spiritual strength in a more personal way. Church visits, Bible study with trusted confidants, and one-on-one prayer time have become her refuge. These rituals don't erase the pain, but they ground her, offering a framework through which she continues to make sense of a life turned upside down. Critics often ask why Anna has not left, why she hasn't sought legal separation or even divorce, considering the magnitude of Josh's legal troubles and moral failings. The answer is not simple, nor is it anyone's to assume. Within her conservative upbringing and personal belief system, marriage is seen as a lifelong covenant, not easily dissolved. But more than that, Anna's choices seem to reflect a deeply personal wrestling with identity, forgiveness, and responsibility. She may not condone what her husband has done, but she also refuses to allow his actions to entirely dictate her children's narrative or future. Her steadfastness is not about defending a man who betrayed public and private trust. It's about defending a family, a group of young lives who need structure, love, and stability amidst chaos. For Anna, the home has become both a battlefield and a sanctuary, and within its walls, she fights not against scandal, but against despair. She nurtures joy where she can, celebrates small victories like a child's improved reading skills or a homemade birthday cake, and insists on preserving rituals that remind her children of a world still filled with good. The Duggar name no longer holds the unchallenged moral weight it once did. After years of television fame and family promotions of strict fundamentalist values, the cracks in the foundation became impossible to ignore. But amid those crumbling ideals, Anna has emerged not as a symbol of denial, but of humanity, raw, complex, and fiercely committed to her children. Extended prison time for Josh has only deepened the divide between the man he once was and the father he cannot be now. His absence is felt daily, not just physically, but emotionally. Yet, Anna has refused to let that absence define her children's lives. She has taken on the dual roles of mother and emotional guide, answering hard questions when they come, and providing comfort where there are no answers. It is a burden that few can fully understand, and fewer still could carry with the kind of grace Anna continues to display. The Duggar saga, often reduced to tabloid fodder or social media memes, is in truth a deeply human story of aspiration, failure, loyalty, and reinvention. Anna's chapter, though less flashy, is among the most telling. It's the story of what happens when public downfall becomes private pain, and how a woman navigates that pain without losing her sense of self. Her family's future remains uncertain. Legal developments may continue. Public opinion may shift or harden, but Anna Duggar has ceased to be a passive figure in the background. Whether the world acknowledges it or not, she has become the architect of her children's present and protector of their emotional future. That is no small legacy. Perhaps what's most striking about Anna is her quiet refusal to collapse. She has never asked the public for sympathy, nor has she tried to rewrite the past. Instead, she wakes up each day, tends to her family, and places one foot in front of the other. And in that daily persistence, there is a kind of courage, not loud, not dramatic, but undeniably strong. In time, the media cycle may move on completely from the Duggars. New scandals will replace old ones. New families will rise and fall in the reality TV world. But for Anna Duggar, the story will continue, far from cameras, far from headlines, but close to the hearts of 7 children who still look to her as home. And if we are willing to look beyond the scandal, beyond the courtroom, beyond the clickbait, we may see Anna not as an extension of Josh's failures, but as her own person, a mother, a woman, a believer, someone who faced public shame not with denial, but with quiet defiance, someone who, through it all, never stopped being the steady center of a fractured world. This is the untold strength of Anna Duggar, and it may be one of the most enduring legacies to emerge from a family once defined by public image. Now, in the absence of illusion, what remains is real. A woman raising her children with love, navigating complexity with dignity, and choosing every day to remain the steadfast heart of her household. By everyone.